Andrew Chanin, the Cybersecurity ETF, ticker HACK, H-A-C-K, is up around 10% this year. It's got over $600 million in assets since you launched last November. What do you make of the response?
So we're 6 months in, and we've been really excited by the quick response from the investment community. We've heard great things from all different walks, from retail to institutional investors, and they're clamoring to see what's next on deck. But this has been really fantastic, and it's really shown the investors' interest in the cybersecurity space, where before they knew it was a growth area and one that they wanted to get into, but the volatility of being in an individual company was possibly too much for them to bear. And we think that the creation of this ETF provided that vehicle of diversification to give exposure to the industry.
You have a lot of hot technology companies in the hack. What are the hottest ones in your opinion?
Right now, we're hearing a lot of people's interest in FireEye and Checkpoint. They're each doing some pretty neat things. FireEye has had some great earnings periods, and if you think about their name, their Mandiant group that they have, which does a lot of consulting. Typically, when you hear of a breach, companies that don't have FireEye will quickly sign up with them. So it's almost they rush to them, so people know that they have that protection. And Checkpoint is making a lot of acquisitions and really trying to expand into the mobile space. So I think as more people become connected, that could be an area of significant growth for them going forward.
And we keep hearing about large defense companies who want to expand into the cybersecurity world. So can you talk about M&A from people like Lockheed and Raytheon? Because there are clamorings that they want to get into this new burgeoning technology space.
Exactly, and it's the defense area and the technology area. And a lot of these companies, these larger companies that have been there, are seeing that for cybersecurity is becoming a huge part of defense, and these defense companies need that, and they want to have that exposure and grow their footprint. So like you said, Lockheed and Raytheon have already made moves to acquire and grow into that space. And some of your larger technology companies, you hear the Intels and the HPs and the IBMs, and some of them may already have some exposure, but a lot of these large companies want to be able to say, yes, we are a leader in cybersecurity, and M&A is one of those ways for them to do that.
How much did the Sony hacking change the game when it comes for corporations?
That was the first one that I think not only put it on the map for corporations, but it let individuals also know how serious and how exposed that anyone can be. You could work at a company and one person becomes exposed, and all of a sudden everyone is exposed. So I think that was the first time that it really struck home. And then right after that, to start off this year, we had the Anthem one, and that really started, I think, personally affecting people. And I think those two kind of became the turning point for interest and understanding and awareness for the cybersecurity industry.
Well, you have first mover advantage with HACK. So what are your expectations for the rest of the year? Can you get to $1 billion under management?
Well, we don't like to make predictions as far as that goes. One thing that as far as the industry goes, though, is we think that there will be significantly more attacks this year. Last year we saw that there was an increase of 40% from the previous year of cyber attacks, and we think that the effect of these are going to create more damage and have more of a financial impact on these companies, forcing companies to have to really beef up their spending as we move forward.
All right, thanks a lot, Andrew.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching The Street.